Good day, everyone. I am Gerald Rule, and together with Mr. Balbog, we are the pair of the Group 3, and we are going to discuss the conducting practical work and laboratory activities. So, next slide po. Ayan. Conducting practical work and laboratory activities refers to the hands-on, experimental component of science teaching. It involves student performing experiments rather, manipulating materials, using laboratory equipments, making observation, recording data, and drawing conclusions. So, mamaya isa-isahin natin kung ano nga ba yung conducting practical work and laboratories. So, next po. So, what is all about? So, yun sa conducting laboratory and activities. So, experiential learning. So, student learn by doing, not just by listening and recording. So, sinasabi nga sa pillars of education that we learn for learning by doing. So, natututo yung estudyante sa pamamagitan ng kanilang um, paggawa or let's say for example, like nag experiments or gumagawa ng mga activities na related, for example, sa science. Um, Next is applying scientific concepts. Lab work connects theory to real life application. So, yung mga laboratory works is maaari siyang i-connect sa um, real life um, to para mas um, let's say for example mas maintindihan or maging engaging yung topic na yun kung nai-relate natin ito or nagagamit natin yung topic na yun sa real life situation. The next one is developing scientific skills. Yan, for example, measurement, observation, classification, experimentation, and interpretation. So kapag may laboratory work tayo, nade-develop po yung ating scientific skills, yung measurement. Um, for example, na laboratory is yung what is the good insulator. For example, we use cloth, we use aluminum or plastic. For example, in a cup na may water, malalaman natin yung measurement ng temperature using the thermometer. And also, for example, sa observation, um, nagpakulo tayo, for example, ng hot water sa pot. So, we observe na habang kapag gumamit tayo ng heat na para ma-heat yung pot with water, is yung water is nag-e-evaporate. So, and we classification kung ano nga ba yun, and experimentation and interpretation. Sa interpretation naman, dito yung we interpret kung ano man yung na-measure natin, na-observe, or etc. So, next slide po. So, ayan. Building scientific attitudes. Accuracy, curiosity, open-mindedness, patience, and safety awareness. So, building scientific attitudes. So, sa pamamagitan ng mga lab works, ganun, and mga activities, yung accuracy, kung naka-align ba yung laboratory work sa kung anong subject man or anong concept yung pinag-aaralan. And curiosity, na-curious tayo kung ano ba yung mangyayari, kung ano ba yung, um, let's say for example, kung ano mangyayari dun sa pot with water na nilagyan natin ng heat. Oh, yung curiosity natin kung saan ba napupunta yun, kung ano bang nangyayari doon, bakit nag-evaporate. And open-mindedness. So, palaging dapat open-mindedness. Also, patience. And also the safety awareness. So, kapag nagla-laboratory work, so gumagamit tayo ng mga protective gears or the PPE. So, para makaiwas tayo sa mga harmful or risk para hindi tayo masaktan and para maging ligtas and maging successful yung laboratory works natin. Um, Promoting inquiry, or problem solving, student test hypothesis, ask question, and explore phenomena. So, student test hypothesis. So, um, let's say for example, pinag-aaralan nila yung isang hypothesis um, sa pag-aaral nila. So, for example, nag-aaral nga sila dahil hindi nila yun alam. So, we ask question and we explored phenomena. So, the next is ensuring engagement. So, learning become active participants rather than or passive receivers of information. So, we ensure engagement. So, kadalasan ang mga estudyante is more engaged kapag merong ginagawa, merong activities, for example, um, parang mas gusto nilang matuto sa pamamagitan ng kanilang kapag may ginagawa. And not just passive receivers of information. And enhancing and understanding lab experiences, abstract concept is easier to grasp. So enhancing understanding lab experiences. So we enhance sa kung and understand. So next slide po. Ayan. Role of lab work in science learning. So, reinforces and deepens textbook learning, develops critical thinking and analytical skills. Yan. Reinforces and deepens textbook learning, develops critical thinking and analytical skills, encourage and, say for example, communication. Yan. Next po. Yan. Improves procedural knowledge, how to do experiments correctly. So, kapag um, um, we kapag merong laboratory work, we introduce the procedural knowledge. So, kapag merong procedure para magawa yung tamang experiment or yung kahantungan ng laboratory work. So, help student appreciate the nature of science. So, ayan, the help student to appreciate the nature of science or using the laboratory and activities. Build confident in scientific literacy. So, magiging confident yung role of laboratory work in science is, for example, nag-experiment tayo, alam na natin yung kung ano man yung mangyayari dun sa experiment na yun, and we can share it through sa pamamagitan ng interpretation, so, and we can share it to others. And next po. Ayan. Designing meaningful laboratory activities. So dito naman, setting clear learning objectives. So kailangan, kapag gagawa tayo ng laboratory activities, kailangan may specific objective na para mag-guide tayo kung ano dapat yung mga gagawin natin, yung mga gagawin nating tama at ayun. So kailangan maging mayroong clear learning objectives para mag-guide yung estudyante kung ano dapat yung ma-attain ng isang estudyante. So, the next is ensuring alignment with curriculum standard. So, hindi dapat tayo gumagawa ng mga laboratory work na hindi align sa kung anong curriculum standard. Let's say, for example, sa science, kasi major in science, so kailangan kapag nagpapagawa tayo ng laboratory works is, let's say, for example, connected sa concept or sa topic na ating dinidiscuss. And providing step, inquiry or orientation and procedures. So yun nga sabi ko kanina, kapag gumagawa tayo ng laboratory activities, kailangan may procedure tayong sinusunod or may step by step na nilalagay sa activities para mas madaling masundan ng estudyante. Let's say for example ngayon doon sa measuring the temperature of a hot water, a cup hot of water. So kailangan may materials kang ilalagay doon, like for example, the cup, the hot water, the specific amount of hot water in Celsius, for example, the thermometer to para malaman natin yung temperature, the different insulator, let's say for example the cloth or socks pwede, aluminum for example, and plastic. So yun yung mga materials. So ang next mo naman na gagawin sa procedure is kung paano, let's say for example, get the cup and lagyan nito ng, let's say for example, kalahati ng water, hot water. So, and cover it by the insulator, and doon natin malalaman kung alin nga ba yung mas magandang insulator sa tatlong nasambit ko, yung aluminum, yung cloth, and plastic. So, sa paggawa ng laboratory activities, kailangan na may procedure para makasunod yung mga bata at mas lalo nilang maintindihan. And the next slide po. Ayan, ensuring safety and proper handling of apparatus. So, siguro, kailangan, kapag nagla-laboratory activities, kailangan we ensure the safety. Kaya nga, sabi ko kanina, we use PPE. Let's say, for example, we have gloves, we have hairnet, we have lab gown, and boots, if needed, para maging safe and proper yung maging safe yung laboratory work and proper handling of apparatus. Syempre, kapag nagla-laboratory work tayo, hindi naman natin pagmamayari yung apparatus na pagmamayari natin, syempre, kailangan pahalagahan natin kung ano man yung ginagawa or yung gamit na gagamitin natin. Yeah, so for safety and handling of apparatus, asking reflection question to enhance understanding. So kapag gumagawa tayo ng laboratory works is kailangan naka-indicate din doon na kailangan nilang gumawa ng reflection paper para makita natin kung may naintindihan ba yung isang estudyante. Kasi kung walang reflection paper, parang wala lang. Gumawa lang ng laboratory work na parang walang saysay. Di natin nakita kung naintindihan ba nung isang bata, kung na-enhance ba yung understanding nila sa concept na yon. So, kailangan we ask reflection question. We ask, for example, reflection paper sa ginawa nilang laboratory activities. And the next bullet is connecting to real life and scientific situation. So, kailangan, or kung maaari, yung paggawa natin ng laboratory works is nako-connect natin sa real life situation or sa daily life na ating ginagawa. Like say for example, doon sa good insulator, we use, kapag mainit, we use cloth or yung pot holder para hindi tumagos yung init doon sa cloth, and also hindi tayo mainitan kapag ginagawa natin yon. So, ayan. Now, next slide po. Ayan, tapos na. So, yun lamang po ang dapat nating tandaan kapag gumagawa ng laboratory or designing laboratory work, and yung importansya or importante or the importance of having a laboratory and activities. So, yun lamang po, and the next reporter is Mr. Malbog. And yun lamang po. Maraming salamat.